I'm happy to see all of you here. I welcome Ambassador and colleagues here. The subject of our meeting is the global pandemic and how the world has to fight it together. And I take this opportunity to thank everybody present here, starting from those who initiated the idea and pointed to the fact that we all know that India is one of the biggest producers of pharmaceutical products, including generics, and also the fact that there is a product which is highly used effectively in the United States and other places, so India is producing that. And Armenia is one of the first to purchase and use it. And I hope the results will be satisfactory for everybody. So I thank everybody here for their contribution, because this is something that we do together to fight coronavirus. And I would like also to thank the company. I heard that the company has decided to give n number of drugs to a presidential office, which I appreciate very much. It will go back to Ministry of Health to support our compatriots that are facing the difficulty of coronavirus, especially on the boundaries of our country, because they have additional difficulties these days because of the aggressive behavior of our neighbor, and also to our colleagues elsewhere. So thank you again.
Excellency, this is my honor to be here again in the President's house. As you would know, Excellency, that earlier India had sent a medical aid to Armenia, which was a consignment of hydroxychloroquine. 50,000 doses were sent. And I'm sure the Ministry of Health of Armenia has used them. It was useful for them and it's used for the proper treatment of the patients here.
Ambassador, could you please convey my deep appreciation and thanks to the President of India, my good colleague, and also my thanks to the government of India and personally to Prime Minister Modi. Coming back, the first support that the Indian government has done with hydroxychloroquine, and now it shows the deep and friendly relations between our states. And of course, it's my pleasure to thank everybody from my own government and the Ministry of Health up to colleagues here, professionals, including my own office, that we have successfully done something useful. And hopefully, I think those who are in need in Armenia will get the necessary support today. I would like to use this opportunity to brief you shortly what was happening recently in Armenia. What's happening on fight against coronavirus is something that you know. But unfortunately, while the world is fighting coronavirus and the whole world has one enemy, which is the virus, and our cooperation and friendly relations are showing that we all have the same enemy. And unfortunately, despite the fact that worldwide crises or confrontations have been stopped in many places, people realizing that when you have a big fight against global enemy, local confrontations and problems should be at least postponed or paused for a while until we finish with coronavirus. But unfortunately, I have to say what we saw recently is our neighbor, Azerbaijan, has used this window of a very negative opportunity to act aggressively on our border. The fact is, as the President of the Republic, I am proud that our armed forces have shown the strength and the full ability of protecting their homeland and every inch of that homeland. But to be honest, I am concerned, and there are several points of this concern. And point number one is the very virtually and rhetorically aggressive behavior of our southern neighbor, Turkey. Turkey has been using language which is not appropriate in international relations against Armenia. And this is done without any reason. The second thing that really concerns me seriously is that Azerbaijan is trying to create an image that Armenia is a threat to international infrastructure which runs via Azerbaijan, which is absolute nonsense. It is absolute nonsense. That infrastructure is in place for around 20 years. And there's a third point that I'm concerned, because there were official announcements by officials from Azeri government or related departments about if Azerbaijan will, if this or if that, Azerbaijan will attack the nuclear power plant in Armenia. I'm a physicist and someone that know the energy part of physics, and I know the real consequences that could happen if anybody attacks a nuclear power plant. If that happens, that will mean we will have another Caucasian Chernobyl. And it's not only Armenia will suffer, everybody will suffer. In the meantime, here, especially in this office, we are looking of further building our relations with all of the countries. And there are presidential initiatives, and one of them is called Atom. It's Advanced Tomorrow and developing new high-tech in Armenia, working with multinational companies from United States, Europe, tomorrow from Russia, Japan, and indeed from India. So I am here to stress again our openness to work with India on education, on science, technology, and absolutely new 21st century technology. And please convey this. Well, I hope with the restrictions that we have with coronavirus going down, we will start more actively working with all of our partners on making Armenia a platform of new technology, a base, a crossroad of partnership and high-level human relations.
Հիմա այսպիսի համագործությունը, որ մենք ստեղծում ենք Հնդկաստանի եւ Հայաստանի այս երկու բարեկամ երկրների մեջ, դա իհարկե այս կոവിഡ്ի ժամանակ մեծ ազդեցություն կունենա համ մեր հարաբերության վրա, համ էլ հայ ժողովրդի առողջության վրա դեպի լավ իմաստով եմ ասում, եւ իհարկե այս դեղը, որ քանի որ ապացուցված է աշխարհում որպես կոവിഡ്ի բուժումը, իհարկե այս դեղը, որ գա Հայաստան եւ բժիշկներ կսկսեն այս դեղ օգտագործել, բնական ես շատ հույսով եմ, որ դա լավ կազդի մեր հայ ժողովրդի առողջության վրա եւ մենք կարողանանք այս գրաֆին ներքևիչացնել եւ քիչ դեպքեր ունենալ եւ ավելի շատ կարողանանք վերացնել այդ հիվանդության Հայաստանի Հանրապետությունից։
Իսկապես այսօր կարելի ասել պատմական օր էր մեր հանրապետության համար, որտեղ առաջի անգամ ներկրվեց Հայաստան ռեմդեսիվիր դեղը, որը մեծ ազդեցություն կունենա եւ մեծ օգուտ կբերի մեր ազգաբնակչությանը այս կորոնավիրուսի պայքարի մեջ։ Եվ իր ազդեցությամբ նա բավականին ճանաչված է ամբողջ աշխարհով եւ բոլոր մասնագետները միամոռ նույն կարծիքի են, որ ինքը շատ մեծ դրական ազդեցություն կունենա հիվանդության վրա եւ կօգնի, որ ազատվել այս պանդեմիկ վիճակից։ Եվ այստեղ պետք է նշել, որ լինելով պատմական օր, մենք պետք է անպայմանորեն մատնանշենք, որ այս ամբողջը կատարվեց մեր հանրապետության նախագահի Արմեն Սարգսյանի բարձր հովանու տակ, որը ի սկզբանե այս ընթացքում բավականին մեծ կարևորություն էր տալիս այս դեղամիջոցի ներկրելու եւ նույնպես պետք է նշել առողջապահության նախարարությունը իդեմս փոխնախարարի Ավանեսյան Անահետի, որը նույնպես ամբողջ այդ տեխնիկական բոլոր հարցերը խոչընդոտները, որը միշտ նման դեպքերում լինում են, բավականին արագ ձևով կարողացավ շտկել եւ օգնել, որ դեղամիջոցը կարճ ժամկետում ներգրվի Հայաստան։